Morning, guys. So, how's everybody? I hope all of you are doing well. Okay, just give me a minute as I set up my device. Unfortunately, guys, still today again there is no power. Okay, so you'll have to make do without seeing me today also. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. One second. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry about that. Again, there is no power today. So yeah, no video will be there. Okay, so the same thing will be the same thing as yesterday. Okay, that is you guys are supposed to send me messages on the other account. Okay, so the one that is co-host, please send your messages to the other one. Okay, I'll be addressing your concerns from that side. Okay, because I can't use the chat on this one. So yeah, please text me on the other account, the one that is co-host, because again, just like yesterday, there's no power, but that should not stop us from taking the classes. Right. What about video? The ads. Okay, I'll try to show the ads. Okay, I'll try to show the ads, and let's see if it works or not. Okay, so I'll try to show the ads and let's see if it works or not. Okay, yeah. ठीक है. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, yeah, I know, Pritesh, I did tell that I'll show two videos, but let's see. Okay, so I hope everybody is there now. So let me just see if I can show the videos. Okay, got it. We are all set. Just let me know whether you're able to hear the audio or not. That is the important thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure all of you can see the screen, right? All of you can see the screen. Okay, all of you can see the screen, right? Okay, ठीक है. Just let me know whether you can hear the audio or not, because if you cannot hear the audio, then there's no point to it. Okay, ठीक है.
यह है मिस्टर राजेश कुमार का संभाला हुआ परिवार. मिस्टर
Can you guys hear the audio also? Can you guys hear the audio also? Just let me know in the chat, beta. Can you guys hear the audio also? Okay, ठीक है. You guys can hear, right? Okay, चलो ठीक है. So let me just play the ad from the starting. Okay, then I'll explain what the ad is trying to say. Okay, again, this was an ad by the government of India, not कोई फर्जी ad नहीं है. Okay, ठीक है. So yeah, one second. Okay, got it.
यह है मिस्टर राजेश कुमार का संभाला हुआ परिवार. मिस्टर मिसेस और एक बच्चे का खुशहाल संसार.
स्माइल प्लीज.
जब जब मिस्टर को आता ज्यादा 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 प्यार, मुंह से निकलता वही पुराना वादा बाहर.
अरे मैं संभाल लूंगा ना डियर.
और संभाल लेने के नतीजे हुए कई जूनियर कुमार. फिर संभालना पड़ा उन्हें अस्पताल का खर्चा, मेहमानों के डिमांड, जिसको पूरा करते करते बच गया उनका बैंड. मिसेस ने सोचा
कहीं ये सपना सच ना हो जाए, डॉक्टर से मिला जाए. मुझे इस रोज रोज के संभाल लेने के झंझट से मुक्ति चाहिए. आप मुझे कोई लंबे समय का गर्भ निरोधक उपाय बता सकती हैं?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं. 10 साल वाली कॉपर टी और 3 महीने वाली गर्भ निरोधक सुई है ना, जिसे कंट्रोल होगा आपके हाथ में.
फिर आई एक बरसात की रात, मिस्टर को फिर से चढ़ा प्यार का बुखार.
मैं संभाल लूंगा ना यार.
मैंने संभाल लिया है यार.
एक छोटा सा फैसला दे खुशियां हजार.
Okay, ठीक है. So that was the advertisement. Okay, that was the advertisement. So one second. Yeah. So when he says संभाल लूंगा there, okay, when he says संभाल लूंगा there, so by संभाल लूंगा he means that he was talking about coitus interruptus. That is, he will withdraw before ejaculating inside, right? But as the ad correctly says that the chances of that being successful in avoiding pregnancy is very less. Right. So yeah, so that is why the women wanted a more permanent solution rather than being dependent on coitus interruptus for the as a method of avoiding pregnancy. Okay, so I hope that all of you saw the advertisement. Do not worry, I have one more lined up. Okay, so I'll show that at the end of the class if we have time. Okay, so on that note, I'll start the class. Okay, Naren beta, I cannot hear. I'll show one more at the end of the class, right? So I think that would be able to. Okay, no Pritish. Okay, I have to start the class now, beta. Okay, so let's start with your third lecture of the chapter, that is your reproductive health, right? So we're done with the first two chapters. So let's just do a quick recap of what we studied in yesterday's class. So in yesterday's class, okay, we talked about your contraceptive methods. We talked about your contraceptive methods. Okay. We talked about your contraceptive methods, and in the contraceptive method, we saw that there are different types of methods. But okay, Meghna, just check your internet connection once better because everybody can hear me. So in contraceptive methods, in yesterday's class, we talked about natural methods. Okay, in natural methods, we talked about your periodic absistence, right? Then we talked about your lactational amenorrhea. Okay, and then we talked about your coitus interruptus, on which the ad was there, right? And at the end of the ad, they are talking about copper T and hormonal injection, something that we'll be covering in today's topic. Okay, so we talked about coitus interruptus. Okay, and then in the barrier method, so when we started with the barrier method, okay, in the barrier methods, we talked about just condoms, right? In condoms, we also talked about the male and the female condoms, right? So that is what we covered in yesterday's class. Okay, yes, tomorrow my class is there, but Tuesday to Friday, my class is there, right? Okay, so that is what we talked about. So what are we going to do in today's class? So today's class, we'll be finishing off barrier methods, that is your diaphragm, cervical caps, vaults, and then we'll be starting with your other methods of contraception, that is your intrauterine devices. Then you have your chemical methods, and lastly you have your surgical methods. Okay, so that is what we'll be talking about in today's lecture. Okay, so before we do that, couple of revision question. Beta, I cannot conduct the poll because the poll option is not available on the iPad, so you'll have to tell me your answers on the chat itself. Okay, so the question is, periodic absistence is a method in which couples avoid coitus from day 17 to 27 of a menstrual cycle. Okay, it is a very effective method and 100% sure of birth control. Okay, so again, it's an assertion and reasoning based question. So you have 4 options. Okay, you have 4 options. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation. Then you have assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation. Then assertion is true, but reason is false. And last one is assertion and reason both are false. So which one do you think is the correct answer? Which one do you think is the correct answer? Okay. Okay, I cannot throw up a poll today, beta, because the poll option is not available on the iPad, so you'll have to answer me in the chat itself. Okay, anybody else who would like to chime in? I see that most of you are leaning towards one option, but there are a few people who are leaning towards the other options also. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, I can see everybody's message. Do not worry. I can see everybody's message. Do not worry. Okay, sure. So now let's look at the statement. Okay, so the first statement assertion: periodic absistence is a method in which couples avoid. Okay, couples avoid coitus from the day of 17 to 27. So this statement is false, beta. It is not 17 to 27. It is day 10 to 17. It is day 10 to 17. Okay, so that is what. Okay, that is what you have to do. Yes, Manisha, you have to send the message to the co-host. Do not send the message to the host, because I am using the host on the iPad, so I cannot see your messages. So send the message to the co-host, which is on my cell phone. So there I can see your messages. Okay, now the next one is, okay, it is a very effective method and 100% sure of birth control. This statement is also false, right? Basically, no method of contraception is 100% safe. Okay, so what is the correct answer? The correct answer is option B. Chal. Now let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one, beta. What is true for an ideal contraceptive? So 5 properties are given. You have to tell me which one of them is, how many of them are true. It should be user friendly. It should be easily available. It should be ineffective and reversible. It should have least side effects. It should interfere with the sexual act of the user. So you have to tell me which of these properties are the properties of an ideal contraceptive. The properties of an ideal contraceptive. Okay. Okay. Which of these should be the property of an ideal contraceptive? I'm getting some answers. Okay, just make sure that you send your answer once, beta. Do not send it again and again, because when I see your names again and again sending the same answer, ek baar dekh loge, I'll get through it. Okay, my cell phone is right next to me. Okay, so which of these are true for an ideal contraceptive? It should be user friendly. It should be easily available. It should be ineffective and reversible. It should have least side effects. It should interfere with the sexual act of the user. Okay, okay. Okay, so most of you seem to be leaning towards one particular option. ठीक है. नो प्रीतिश, आई विल नॉट, डू नॉट वरी बेटा, मैं सबका ऑप्शन देख रहा हूँ. ठीक है. Pranav, I can, but it looks odd, okay, because I'll be leaning on my iPad, right? It's not like my laptop where I'm looking in the front. Chalo, okay, so what is a, let's look at it. It should be user friendly. Yes, it should definitely be user friendly. That's half the point. It should be easily available. It should be easily available. So that is also true. Okay. It should be ineffective and reversible. No, it should be effective. Ineffective, it should be effective. So the third one is wrong. It should have least side effects. That is true. It should have as less side effects as possible. It should interfere with the sexual act of the user. That is wrong. It should not interfere with the sexual act of the user. So what is the correct option? The correct option is your option C. That is your first, second, and fourth statement are correct. Okay? So what are we going to do today? So today we are going to finish off your barrier methods, and then we'll be wrapping up the other three methods of contraception also. That is your intrauterine devices, then your chemical methods, and then your surgical methods. You have any doubts? Please let me know in the chat of the co-host. Do not send me messages on the main account. Okay, I will not be able to see your messages. So let's start with your remaining barrier methods. Okay, so the remaining barrier methods that we are left with are diaphragms. Okay, diaphragms, cervical caps, okay, and vaults. Okay, reversible. So somebody is asking what is the meaning of reversible beta. Reversible means what? If you are using it, you have the option to not use it again also. That is what we mean by reversible. Okay, okay. So the next barrier methods are diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults. Okay, and they are made of rubber. They are made of rubber that are inserted into the female reproductive tract. Okay, so diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults are made up of rubber that are inserted into the female reproductive tract. And what do? They cover the cervix during coitus. Okay, so if you remember, you have your vagina, right? And then vagina has an opening. Right, which was known as cervix. Which was known as what? Cervix. Right. So it covers the cervix. So that the sperms cannot enter the uterus. So what do diaphragm, cervical caps, and the wall do? They cover the cervix so that the sperms cannot enter the uterus. Okay, and they're made up of rubber. And how do they prevent contraception? They prevent conception by blocking the entry of the sperms through the cervix, right? They do not allow the sperms to cross into the cervix and hence enter the uterus. If they cannot enter the uterus, they cannot go up to the fallopian tube and cannot cause pregnancy. Okay? And they are reusable. A very important difference between condoms and diaphragms is that diaphragms, cervical caps, and vaults are reusable. Condoms are not reusable. You cannot reuse condoms, मैं कल भी बोला था. But you can reuse diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults. Okay, chalo. Now, a very important point is usually whenever a female uses diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults, what she does is they apply spermicidal creams. Spermicidal का मतलब क्या मतलब बेटा? They kill sperms. Okay, so they apply spermicidal creams. They apply spermicidal creams or jellies and foams, right? So you can apply a cream or a jelly or a foam which is spermicidal in nature. That is, it will do what? It will kill the sperms. And they are usually used along with these barriers to increase their contraceptive efficiency. Right? So what do they do better? So when a female is using diaphragm, cervical caps, or vaults, okay, they usually apply spermicidal creams or jellies or foams to increase the efficiency. Keep blocking of sperm to ho hi raha hai. Let's kill them off also, so that if by any chance some of these sperms manage to leak away, they get killed by the spermicidal cream. Okay, okay, Pritish, do not worry. I have a photo in the next slide. You will be able to understand better. Okay, so far so good, beta. If you have any doubt, just let me know in the chat. Okay, if nobody says they have any doubt, I'll move forward. Any doubts in diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults? Okay, there are photos, there are images on the next slide, so do not worry. What do they look like? There are photos on the next slide. Any questions here, beta? Okay, yes, diaphragm, cervical cap, vaults okay, are used for women only, are used for women only. ठीक है, got it? आगे बढ़े. Okay, where will they apply spermicide? Do not worry beta, I'll show you in the next figure where do they apply spermicide. Okay, what is the third point? Beta, third point is they are reusable. They are reusable, that is you can reuse them after using them again. Just clean them properly and then you can reuse these barrier methods. Okay, so spermicidal creams are optional, Pritish, okay, but they increase the efficiency, so women prefer to use it while using these contraceptive methods. Okay, are they as effective as condoms? Yes, they are. Okay, so if you want name for this spermicidal creams, but a name I do not know. Okay, but I do have an image of a spermicidal cream. Do spermicidal creams have any side effect? They rarely have any side effects on the women. Rarely, very rarely. ठीक है. What are jellies and foams? बेटा foam क्या होता है? Foam झाग होता है यार. For example, when a person shaves, they apply that shaving cream. When they rub it on their face, it becomes foam, right? So yeah, that is that. And then what are jellies? You might have seen jellies. Yeah, jellies is something. It's also a food that you eat, right? So jelly, it's not exactly liquid. It's not exactly solid. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay. So Sahana, what is the exact procedure of rinsing these? I'm not sure. I'll look into it and let you know, beta. Okay. Okay, Atar, do not worry, beta. There are images in the next slide. You will see what they look like. Okay. Pranav, oh my God, beta, I gave an example of shaving cream as an example of foam. Shaving cream is not a spermicide, Pranav. Okay, ठीक है, आगे बढ़े. Okay, चलो. So let's move forward then. No, so what do diaphragms look like? So as you can see, this is what a diaphragm looks like. This is what a diaphragm looks like. This is what a diaphragm looks like. And your spermicidal creams are usually present here. This is where we usually have these spermicides. Okay, this is where you usually have your spermicides, so that in case some sperms do manage to leak off, these spermicides will kill them off. Okay, so this is the region where we put these spermicides. Okay, so as you can see, diaphragm blocks the entry to the cervical canal. This is your cervical canal. So as you can see that the sperms will remain in the vagina and will not be able to enter the cervix and the cervical canal. Okay, so this is what a diaphragm looks like. This is what a diaphragm looks like. Okay, okay. No. Diaphragm is not put by surgery. A female can put the diaphragm on her own. Okay, she can put her diaphragm on her own, or if she's uncomfortable, she can go to a gynec and a gynec can put it there also. Okay, so you do not put it by surgery, beta. It's just similar to how a female inserts a condom. You insert the diaphragm in a similar manner. Okay, आगे बढ़े. So this is what a diaphragm looks like. And if we talk about cervical cap, this is what a cervical cap looks like, and that is just spermicidal cream next to the cervical cap. Okay, so what you do is you put the cervical cap on the, you put the spermicidal cream on the inside of the cervical cap, on the inside of the cervical cap, on the inside of the cervical cap. Yes, these devices can be reduced. These devices can be reused and removed by the females themselves. Okay. Pritish, I do not understand your doubt, beta. If one diaphragm on beta, obviously one diaphragm should be used by only one particular females. Females should not share diaphragms or cervical caps or vaults, right? Because then there might be chances of STDs. Yes, so one female should use only one. They should not share contraceptive devices. Okay. Any doubts, beta, in cervical caps, barriers, or cervical caps, diaphragms, or vaults? Okay, so vault is something that also looks similar to cervical cap. The only difference is there is a metal ring around here. That is the only difference. Okay, so your vault also looks similar to your cervical cap. The only difference is that there is a metal ring around it. Okay, and the function is similar to the diaphragms and the cervical cap. Okay. Okay. No, Pritish, you have to buy them separately. Okay. So, any doubts, beta, in diaphragm, cervical caps, and vaults? Any doubts? Otherwise, I'll move forward. At a time, 2 diaphragms can be used. No, beta, you should not use. Do never use 2 condoms, 2 diaphragms, 2 vaults, or 2 cervical caps. Okay. Yes, Raksh, you are correct. If a female is using diaphragm or cervical cap, then the male need not use condoms if you want to avoid pregnancy. But these do not protect against STDs. Okay, these do not protect against STDs. So if you want to protect yourself STDs, then please wear condoms. But if your sole goal is to protect yourself against pregnancy, so if the female is wearing your diaphragm, cervical cap, or what, then you can choose to skip wearing, then you can choose to skip the condom part. Does it pain during inserting these? As I said yesterday also, in the first 1 or 2 tries, it might be painful, but moving forward, it won't be. No, Athar, no, that does not happen, beta. Okay, Naren, you want to see what the diaphragm looks like, beta? This is what the diaphragm looks like. Okay, can males also be? Yes, Pritish, as I said, beta, if you want to protect yourself from STDs, then you should wear condoms at all costs. Doesn't matter whether the female is wearing diaphragm, cervical caps, or vaults or not. Are they available at medical shop? Yes, they are, beta. I don't know whether they are as easily available as condoms, but they should be available. Okay, got it. There are no key differences, beta. The only difference is in their slight shape. Other than that, their function for the most part is same, beta. Their function for the most part is same. Okay, so I'll move forward, beta. So that was your barrier methods. The next method that we have is, why doesn't it protect against STDs, beta? So the reason it doesn't protect against STDs is because, when you wear a condom protects you from all the fluids that are being produced by the female genital, right? But here, if you're not wearing a condom, then your penis will come in contact with the secretions of the vaginal tract, and those secretions might carry the STD causing organisms. That is why these do not protect against STDs, because their sole function is protecting against what? Protecting against pregnancy. When a male or a female wears condoms, then their penis or vagina is completely secure from the secretions of the other person's genital tract. That is why you are protected against STDs also, Pritish. Okay, are these costly? Okay, are these costly? I don't know yet. To be honest, I don't know what is the price of these. So I don't know, but they are not as costly. Okay, is there an age to buy condoms? Yes, beta, 18 years, because since you cannot have sex before the age of 18, why do you need condoms before the age of 18? It doesn't cause any infection. No, it doesn't. Okay, Vijay Kumar, vault beta, vault. Okay, आगे बढ़े, चलो यार. So let's move forward now. Let's go to your intrauterine devices. Yes, I would say best contraceptive method is condom, beta. Chalo. So what are intrauterine devices or IUDs? So these are devices that are inserted by doctors or expert nurses in the uterus through the vagina. This is very important that they go inside the uterus. They do not go in the vagina or in the cervix. Okay? So intrauterine devices are inserted into the uterus of the female. They go into the uterus of the female. There are different types of intrauterine devices. 10th standard में तुमने एक ही पढ़ा होगा copper T, but copper T is one type of intrauterine devices. There are multiple types of intrauterine devices. Okay? Okay, so what are the different types of intrauterine devices? So intrauterine devices can be non-medicated. Okay, that is they do not contain any hormones or any chemicals. Then they can be copper releasing IUDs. Okay, and they can be hormone releasing IUDs. So there are three types of intrauterine devices. Non-medicated, copper releasing, and hormonal. It's very important to remember these examples. Okay, these examples are very important. Multiple questions have been asked in the NEET based on these examples. That is, Lipes loops. Okay, is example of which type of IUD? Pata hona chahiye, it is an example of non-medicated IUD. Make sure that you remember these examples. Okay, so what is the example of non-medicated IUDs? It is Lipes loop, and this is what Lipes loops looks like. This is what Lipes loops look like. Okay, so this is what Lipes loop is, and it is non-medicated in nature. So the question then arises, if it does not release any chemical, if it is non-medicated in nature, then how does it work? How does it work? Right? How does it work? Right? That is, it is not. So we know that copper releasing IUDs, copper is detrimental for your sperm. Okay, your sperms do not like copper. So if they're in the presence of copper ions, they get damaged, they get destroyed. Hormone releasing IUDs, they change the inner functioning of the uterus. So the question that arises, how does non-medicated IUD work? And this is something I want you guys to go back home and work on, okay? Because I don't want to spoon feed everything. So come back tomorrow and tell me, how does Lipes loop function? How does Lipes loop function? Okay? What is the function of Lipes loop? How does it function? Okay? So that is your homework for the day. How does Lipes loop function? Because the other two, unka function straightforward hai, right? Copper releasing IUDs, they release copper. And copper is detrimental to the sperms. In the presence of copper, your sperms do not function. Hormone releasing IUDs, what they do is that they change the inner lining of the uterus. So as a result of that, implantation nahi hota or ovulation nahi hota. So that is straightforward. Okay. So the question is, how does non-medicated IUD or how does Lipes loop function? ठीक है, मुझे कल बताना. Okay. Yes, Abhishek, I will be coming to all these. What are their benefits? What are their drawbacks? I'll be coming to it. Okay. So what are the three types of IUDs? Non-medicated, copper releasing, hormone releasing. Non-medicated example, Lipes loop. Copper releasing example, CUT, CU7, multi-load 375. Remember these names at each and every cost. Then hormone releasing IUDs, progesterone, LNG20. Because multiple questions, har bar question पूछा जाता है. LNG20, what type of IUD is this? Okay? Okay. Any doubts still here? Any doubts in IUD so far? Okay. Yes, Gagan, they can be removed, beta. Okay? Is this clear, everybody? Okay, Tarun. Okay, I'll come to it, beta. That is the name. That is the name, beta. Okay, that is a name. That is its medical name. That is how it is available in the shop. Okay. आगे बढ़े. चलो, let's move forward now. So let's see how exactly do IUDs function. So as you can see, this is what an IUD looks like once it has been inserted in the female uterus. Okay? What is the name? Amritesh, I will be coming to it. Do not worry. So how do IUDs function? Okay? So what do IUDs do is they increase phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus, right? So the sperms are quickly eaten by the, okay, they increase the functioning of the WBCs in the uterus. Okay? Okay. And copper ions that are released, they suppress sperm motility. That is why copper ions are not good for your sperms. Because what they do is that they make your sperms non-motile. They make your sperms non-motile. They make your sperms non-motile. Okay? And what they also do is that they suppress the fertilizing capacity of the sperms. So copper ion does two things. First is suppress motility. Okay? Motility to suppress ho gaya. What is the second? Suppress fertilizing capacity. So you can get a 1 mark question in your boards, right? How does copper ion affect the how does copper ion act as a contraceptive method, or what role does copper ions or copper T plays in contraception? So you can say that copper ions suppress motility, copper ions suppress fertilizing capacity of the sperms. Those are the two key functions of your copper ions. Okay? And how does your hormonal IUDs work? So hormones releasing IUDs, what they do is that they make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and the cervix hostile to the sperms. So what they do is, okay, one second, somebody has sent me a doubt. Okay, no Raghav, it's neither bad nor good, beta. Okay, it depends on upon the frequency. Okay, chalo. So what do hormone releasing IUDs do, beta? So hormone releasing IUDs, okay, they make the uterus unsuitable. Okay, for implantation. So even if fertilization does take place, the zygote will not have any place to get implanted. And it also makes the cervix extremely hostile for the sperms. Okay, that is, the sperms find it very hard to pass through the cervix. Why does that happen? Because the cervix start producing a lot of mucus. And as a result of that, sperms find it very difficult to cross the cervical canal. Okay? So they can ask you, that is, how does copper releasing IUDs work? So you can say that copper releasing IUDs, they increase the phagocytosis of the sperms. Okay, the copper suppresses the motility, and the fertilizing capacity of the sperms. Okay, then how do hormone releasing IUDs work? Hormone releasing IUDs do two things. They make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and they make the cervix hostile to the sperm. Okay. Okay. Is there any harm to the male penis? No harm at all. Okay. Does IUD affect the inner wall of the uterus and the vagina? It does affect the inner lining of the uterus, but does not affect the vagina, beta. Okay, chicken. Okay, आगे बढ़े. Shall I move forward? Any doubts so far, beta? Just give me a. Okay, any doubts so far? Is this clear to everybody? How do hormonal and how do copper releasing IUDs work, beta? Okay, so what is the function of the tail of the IUD, beta? So the tail of the IUD, what it does is it acts as an indicator. Is the IUD correctly placed or not? So when the IUD is inserted, the tail, that is this thread-like structure, can be felt by the female, right? So female at regular intervals can check, okay, is the IUD correctly placed or not by feeling the length of the tail. If the tail is too short or too long, that means the IUD might have been misplaced or that the IUD might have changed its position. Okay, so that will give the female an indicator should she visit a gynac or not. Okay, okay, so I'll come to that, Aditya, I'll come to that, do not worry. Okay, how do they insert it inside the uterus? So beta, the doctors inserted inside the uterus using a special device. A female cannot insert or remove IUDs on her own. Okay, you need the help of doctors or specialized nurses. Okay, okay, what is the meaning of phagocytosis? Beta, phagocytosis कब से पढ़ रहे हैं? When one cell ingulfs the other, that is known as phagocytosis. Okay, 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 आगे बढ़े. No doubt so far. Do not worry. There's one more slide on IUDs. Some of you have doubts. Okay, I will clear them up now. IUDs are ideal contraceptive for females. Okay, for females who want to delay pregnancy and or space children. Okay, so these are ideal those who want to delay pregnancy and or space children. Okay, okay. No, Kirtan, it does not. Okay, and very important, it is one of the most widely accepted methods of contraception in India, right? So you can be given some properties of IUDs, right? That for select which one of them are applicable to IUDs. This is one of these properties that is applicable to IUDs. It is one of the most widely accepted methods of contraception in India. Okay, what does space children mean? Beta, space children means what? Sahi वक्त पे बच्चों के बीच में gap, 3 साल का gap चाहिए. So that is what we mean by spacing their children. Okay. Does IUD affect menstruation? No. No, Prasiddhi, it does not. Okay. 1 or 2 days it might be off, but for the most part, it does not have any effect on your menstrual cycle. Okay. No, Gagan, thread cannot be seen outside the vaginal opening. Okay. It is present within the vagina. Okay. It is not hanging out of the vagina. Okay. It is present inside the vagina. The female has to insert her fingers inside the vagina to feel the thread. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at some of the pros and cons. Now, Pritish, I'll come to it, do not worry. Okay? Okay, but there are some drawbacks. There are some drawbacks of IUDs. Okay, there are some drawbacks of IUDs. So, what is that? Their presence might act as a minor irritant. Sometimes the women might feel slight irritation in the uterus, especially in the beginning days when she's getting used to the IUDs being in her uterus. Okay? Okay, Dhanush, you cannot. The doctor will not insert the IUD inside the uterus if the girl is pregnant, beta. Okay, okay. No, beta. Okay, so what is the name? So Ishwavini is asking, does copper and chemical come out of the tube? No, beta. I'll tell you where the copper and the hormones are present. So the copper, this brown portion that you're seeing, this brown portion is copper coated, beta. And this portion that you're seeing, this portion has the hormone coating on it. So the hormones and the copper ions are gradually released. Okay, they are not present inside, they are present on the surface, beta. Okay. Okay. No author. No author. No. Okay. Okay. So usually, usually they are valid for certain amount of time and they have to be replaced. They have to be replaced after a certain amount of time. These are not permanent beta. These are not permanent. Okay. Okay. Now, IUDs are inserted after how many days? After how many days, beta? You can insert, a female can insert it whenever she wants. Then, what is the first drawback? The first drawback is the female might experience slight irritation. What is the second one? Okay, there's spontaneous expulsion even without women's knowledge. So sometimes when the women is menstruating, they might come out, but it is rare. Okay, very important to remember, it is rare. It's not like every time you will have a menstrual cycle, the IUD will come out. But sometimes, you know, 1 in every 10 months, it might come out. Okay, it's very rare, but kabhi-kabhi ho jata hai that during menstrual cycle, the IUD might come out. That during menstrual cycle, the IUD might come out. Okay, okay. Raksh, I'm not sure about that. Raksh, I'm not sure about that. Okay, then they can cause excess menstrual bleeding and pain. Again, this is rare, but it's a drawback that in some women, it can cause excess menstrual bleeding. It can cause excess menstrual bleeding and can cause some amount of pain. Again, rare hai, but it can happen. Okay? Then the last is risk of perforation of uterus. Perforation का exact मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? Perforation means to make holes in something. Okay, but IUDs do not make a hole. Okay, sometimes they might scratch the inner lining of the uterus. Right? So sometimes a slight injury might happen. Again, this is also very rare. Okay, all these drawbacks, remember, yeah, all these drawbacks are very rare, but you should know. Because kal ko if any one of you go for it, that if it's happening, there's nothing to panic about. You can visit a gynecologist and she will or he will tell you what to do. Okay, all these drawbacks are rare, but they can happen. Okay. So Vijay Lakshmi, I do not know the exact duration, beta, but if my memory serves right, I think 3 months, after every 3 months they have to be replaced, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm making an educated guess. Okay, so is IUD clear to everybody, beta? Is IUD clear to everybody? Give me a yes or no, beta. Okay, so the reason Vijay Lakshmi why this is preferred is, because, you know, you don't have to then worry about wearing condoms every day. Once you have placed it, then, you know, you can engage in sex without worrying about condoms. There's no need to worry about the condoms. That is why it is preferred. Okay, because it is, you know, you can put it there, then for the next 3 months, you can forget about wearing condoms. That is why it's much more preferred. Okay, second on the fourth point, beta. Second point kya hai? Sometimes during the menstrual cycle, it might come out and the women might not know about it. That is what the second point means. And the fourth point means that it might scratch the inner lining of the uterus a bit. Okay, it might scratch the inner lining of the uterus a bit. Okay. No, Attar, that does not happen. Okay. Okay, cleared everybody? Okay. Shall I move forward then? Again, I cannot see your yes or no, so I'm just completely basing it on your chat. Okay, chalo aage badhe phir. Let's move forward then. Now, let's talk about your chemical methods. So your chemicals are administered in 3 forms: pills, injections, and implants. Narayan, it depends on from couple to couple, beta. Okay, so chemicals are administered in the forms of pills, injections, and implants. Let's first talk about pills. Then we'll move to injections and implants. Okay, let's first talk about pills. So the pills are also known as oral contraceptive pills. Okay, and they are used in the form of tablets. Oral contraceptive pills are used in the form of tablets. Okay, and generally they have to be taken. They have to be taken daily for 21 days, starting within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. So we know that in the first 5 days of the menstrual cycle, the women bleeds, right? So in the first 5 days of the menstrual cycle, the women can start taking these tablets daily. And then after the completion of 21 days, there is a gap of 7 days. And during this 7 days, menstruation will occur. And this has to be repeated. So for example, what they are trying to say here, is, let's say, okay, you have your average month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay. So let's say this. Okay. So let's say a woman starts her period on the first of one month. Okay. So we know that during the first 4 or 5 days, she will undergo bleeding. During the first 4 or 5 days, she will undergo bleeding. Okay. So what she's supposed to do is, so during these first 5 days, she should start taking these pills. So let's say she starts taking the pill on the 3rd day. So from the 3rd day, she will take these pills for 21 continuous days. So the 3rd day pe start here, she will take the pills continuously till 23rd of the month. So she will start from the 3rd of that month and she will continue taking those pills for till 23rd of the month. Okay, and then she will give a 7-day gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then she will give a 7-day gap and then she will start taking the pills again. So this is how generally oral contraceptive pills work. Okay, this is how the oral contraceptive pills work, and the female keeps on eating them as long as she wants to avoid pregnancy. Okay. Okay. So what this does is this prevents your pregnancy. So this is how the oral contraceptive pills work. Okay. ये सबको समझा क्या बेटा? Okay. Is this clear to everybody? How do these pills work? Okay, that is during the first 5 days of her menstrual cycle when she is bleeding, she can start taking those pills. Then for the first 21 days, she will keep on taking the pill. She will keep on taking the pills, and then she will give a 7-day gap. Then she will start again after those 7 days, and she will keep on repeating the cycle. 21 days of pills, 7 days of no pills. 21 days of pills, 7 days of no pills. ठीक है? Okay, what do the pills contain? आएंगे बेटा उसपे, चिंता मत करो. ठीक है? Okay. Yes, Jyoti, you're absolutely right. Okay, Abhishek, why is this the case? अभी पता लगेगा. अभी मैंने बस introduction दिया. ठीक है? Atar, there are very minor side effects, very rare बेटा. ठीक है? Okay, very rare, very few side effects are there. It's very rare. A lot of females take them and rarely they experience any side effects. ठीक है? चलो. And what do they do बेटा? They inhibit ovulation and implantation. What do? They inhibit ovulation and implantation. Okay, your periods will happen, but you will not ovulate. Your periods will happen, but you will not ovulate. That is the key difference here. Okay, that is your endometrial layer will be formed, your endometrial layer will be broken down, but you will not ovulate. Okay, but you will not ovulate. Yes, Sakshi, yes, you can do it. Okay, okay. Okay, आगे बढ़े. Shall I move forward then? Dhanush, I'll come to it. Beta, it was introduction here. So, what are the different types of oral pills? So, the oral pills are divided into 3 categories. There are 3 types: mini pills, combined pills, and morning after pills. And these 3 pills serve different function. These 3 pills serve different function. Okay, let's first talk about mini pills. Okay, so mini pills contain progesterone only. No estrogen is there. They only contain progesterone. No estrogen is there. ठीक है? What is an example? Example is Saheli. हमने पहले भी पढ़ा था. This was developed by Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. ठीक है? So Saheli is an example of mini pill. It only contains progesterone, no estrogen. ठीक है? The key component of Saheli is centroman. Okay, the key component of Saheli is centroman. Okay. And the thing about Saheli or these mini pills is that these have to be taken once in a week. Need not take them every day like we take the other pills. You can take these pills only once in a week. Okay, so this is for those females, who do not want to take pills every day. So you can go for something like Saheli or mini pills. Okay, and what they do is, okay, so you have to just take them once in a week. But you have to take them just once in a week. Okay, so what are mini pills? Mini pills contain only progesterone, no estrogen. Only progesterone, no estrogen. Okay, only progesterone, no estrogen. Okay, and they contain. So Saheli contains something known as centroman. Saheli contains something known as centroman. Okay, and it has to be taken only once in a week. This is for those females. This is for those females who do not want to take pills every day. Okay. Okay. What is non-steroidal preparation? Beta, so we know that hormones can be steroidal or non-steroidal. If you remember the last chapter, right? So So centroman is non-steroidal in nature. Okay, it is non-steroidal in nature. What will happen if it is taken in excess? Beta, then it will lead to hormone imbalance in the body, and it could affect your menstrual cycle badly, and it can also affect the fertility of the female. So these should only be eaten as prescribed by the doctor. Okay? Okay, so this is your mini pills. Okay? What is meant by centroman? Beta, centroman is a type of chemical which was developed by your CDRI Lucknow. Okay, and it is a key component of Saheli. Okay? No, Pritish, you cannot combine both the weekly pills as well as once in a week pills. दोनों में से एक लेना है बेटा, ये तो पूरा reproductive organ का problem हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Clear? So these are your mini pills. ठीक है? Yes, Naren. Okay. So now let's talk about your combined pills. So combined pills are the most commonly used oral contraceptive pills. Okay, these are the most commonly used oral contraceptive pills. Okay, and what do? They contain progesterone as well as estrogen. Okay, so your mini pills contain only progesterone. Your combined pill contain both progesterone as well as estrogen, and they keep your ovulation in check. That is, they prevent ovulation. Example kya hai beta? Mala D and Mala N. These are very famous examples. These are found in each and every medical store. Okay? And they are taken daily without a break. So beta, this is the 21 days pill that I was talking about. So as you can see here, there are 21 white pills. And you can see that there are 7 black pills. So these are actually known as, sugar pills. Okay? They contain nothing. They contain no hormones. Okay? So basically, whether you take these 7 pills or not will not make any difference. But the reason why they are given there, taki, after 21 days, if a woman takes a 7-day gap, then she might forget. Then, she has to start taking pills again. So that is why these sugar pills are given. Yes, beta, there was some internet connection. As a result of that, you could not hear me. Okay? Anyway, so what is the difference between combined pills and mini pills, beta? In combined pills, you have both progesterone and estrogen. In mini pills, you only have progesterone. Okay? And as you can see, these 21 pills, these contain hormones. Okay? And these 7 pills at the bottom that are black, they are known as sugar pills. They do not contain any hormones. Women can, if women wants, she can skip these 7 pills at the bottom. But the reason why they are given there is ताकि women का जो daily pill लेने का habit है, okay, the habit that she has of taking pill every day, the habit does not break. Okay, so that is why these 7 pills are there. Because sometimes what will happen is that if the woman takes a 7-day break, she might not remember that after 7 days she is supposed to take pills again. So that is why these 7 blank pills are given at the bottom. Okay, that is why these 7 blank pills are given at the bottom. Okay, so these are your combined pills. You have to take them daily. The 21 pills contain hormones which keep your ovulation in check. The 7 black pills at the bottom, they are just there to make sure that the women's habit of taking a pill every day does not break. Usually women take them beta before sleeping. Okay, take care. So what would happen if she misses taking pills regularly? So beta, if she regularly misses taking these pills, then the pills will not have its desired effect and the women might end up pregnant. Okay. So beta, if you remember, so Naren is asking, progesterone and estrogen are good hormones in women's body. Why are they used in the pills? Beta, because if you remember, ovulation requires a rapid surge in luteinizing hormone. But the rapid surge in luteinizing hormone takes place when the progesterone level is low. But if the progesterone level is high, then the LH surge will never take place. And if the LH surge never takes place, ovulation will never happen. Why is there a 7-day break? The reason why there's a 7-day break, because in that 7-day menstrual cycle will happen, because we know that in order for the lining to break down, progesterone ka level kam hona chahiye. But if you keep on taking these progesterone pills, then you will not experience menstrual cycle. That is why those sugar pills are there. So the function of the sugar pill is just to ensure that women's habit of taking a pill daily does not break. Okay. Okay. Shivgari, you do not. Shivgari failed to understand your question. Then Pritish, it might be a problem, beta. Are there oral pills for male? No, beta. No, none. Or no oral pills for males. Okay. What if males take these oral pills, beta? Then you will start seeing the effects of estrogen and progesterone in your body. Your chest will become slightly puffy. Okay. You might see development of breasts. Okay. So, and then your formation of sperm might also be affected. Okay. Okay, got it. Do they have any side effects? They have very rarely. They have any side effects. Okay. Okay. Chalo. Aage badhe. So that is your combined pills. Then there is something known as morning after pills. Okay. And morning after pills contain progesterone alone or progesterone along with estrogen. So they can contain only progesterone, or they can contain progesterone as well as estrogen. Okay. Kirtan beta, because you never know when ovulation might happen. Okay. Taking pills for 1 month will help in no pregnancy. So Sakshi, if you take pills for only 1 month, during that 1 month, pregnancy will not happen. But after that, pregnancy might happen. Okay. So what are morning after pills beta? Morning after pills can contain either just progesterone or progesterone with estrogen. And why are they called morning after pills? The reason why they are called morning after pills, because they can prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex if taken within 72 hours. So let's say you end up having unprotected sex. Na tumne IUD use kiya, na barrier method use kiya, na tumne combined the mini pills use kiya. You just had unprotected sex. Baad mein tumhe realize hua. Or maybe you were using condoms, but for some reason the condom broke, right? So in that case, you can take these morning after pills. Okay, and these morning after pills have to be taken within 72 hours. If you take them after 72 hours, then it might be a problem. You might end up becoming pregnant. Okay, so what do morning after pills do? So they prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex. Okay, by preventing or delaying ovulation. So what will they do? They will either stop ovulation or they will delay the ovulation. Ki ovulation thoda ruk jao, come back after few days. Okay, come back after few days. Okay, so but a very important point to remember is they cannot prevent implantation of a fertilized egg. Let's say you had sex or ovum release ho chuka hai, then morning after pills are not at all useful. Morning after pills are useful if ovum has not been released. But if ovum had already been released and then you had unprotected sex, then morning after pills will not help you at all. Will not have at all. Okay? So taking pills in the long-term course, does it have any side effect? No, beta, it does not have any. It will not have any side effect. Okay? Okay, I fail to understand your question, Ishanvi. Okay, one second. Let's see if anybody has sent me any more doubts. Okay, how many months should combined pills be taken? Beta, you can keep on taking as long as you want to avoid pregnancy. When you think that you're ready, the female is ready to get pregnant, she can choose to skip. She can choose to skip the pregnancy. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. What if they had sex in the next month? The girl stop taking the pills. Then beta, you might have pregnancy. Okay. Tarun, you want me to repeat this slide once again? Chalo. Let's talk about this slide. Once more. Okay. So the morning after pills, what they do is that you take them if you have engaged in unprotected sex. You do not take them unless you have not engaged in unprotected sex. unprotected sex. ठीक है? But if you have engaged in unprotected sex without any condoms, without any barrier methods, या फिर तुमने condom पहना था but condom फट गया, right? Then you take this morning after pills. Then you take this morning after pills. Okay. Within 72 hours of pregnancy. Within 72 hours of pregnancy, how do they function? They function by preventing ovulation. They function by preventing ovulation. They do not prevent implantation of fertilizer egg. Agar by the time you have taken these pills, fertilization ho gaya hai, then it will not prevent pregnancy. Then it will not prevent pregnancy. Pritish, then the ovulation will be delayed. No, nothing else. Okay, unless there will be no side effects here. There are very rarely any side effects. Okay. Okay. Naren, sometimes in very rare cases, condom can get torn, but the chance of that happening is less than 1%, beta. Okay. Okay. Prajwal, there might be some internet connection issue from your side, beta. Okay. Dhanush, I've already answered your question, beta. If you have sex the month after she stopped taking pills, then you can get her pregnant. Okay. Okay. Aage badhe, beta. Okay. Shall we move forward then? Okay, so these are your 3 types of pills. Okay, these are your, if you better do not have sex, then how will she get pregnant? If you do not have sex, then you will not get pregnant. Okay, so what are the 3 types of pills? Mini pills contain only progesterone. Then combined pills contain progesterone as well as estrogen. And then your morning after pills, which has to be taken after you have engaged in unprotected sex. Okay, and they delay ovulation. They do not prevent implantation. This is a very important point to remember. Okay. So Sakshi is asking when to take these pills, beta. So mini pills have to be taken once every week. Combined pills have to be taken every day. And morning after pills have to be taken only if you have engaged in unprotected sex. Okay. Do these pills have expiry date? Obviously, beta. These are type of medication. All medicines have expiry date. Okay. Why are they called morning after pills? Because you take it the morning after you have had sex. That is why you call them morning after pills. Chalo, aage badhe fir beta. Let's move forward. Okay. Okay. If morning pills taken before sex, then what will be the effect? Beta, if you take it before sex, then the ovulation might be delayed severely. Okay. What is the expiry date? Beta, it is usually 1 or 2 years from the date of manufacture. The ovulation has taken place, and is there any other method? Vedant, then you can take morning after pills, right? So morning after pills is something unfortunately given to those women also who have been raped, right? If they were raped and the person who raped them, he was not wearing condom, right? Then there's chance of pregnancy. So morning after pills is also given to those women who might have been raped so that they do not get pregnant. Okay. Prajwal, the chance of condom being torn is less than 1%, beta. Less than 1%. Okay. Chalo. What will happen if you take them after expiry date? Beta, if you take any medicine out of after expiry date, then a lot of side effects will be seen. Okay. Okay. So Ishanvi, what it does is it prevents that LH surge which is necessary for release of the ovum. Okay. Okay. Chalo. So that was your pills. The next one is implants. The next one is what? The next one is implants. What is the next one? The next one is implants. Okay. Now, how do implants function? How do implants function? So what happens in implants is, one second. Yeah. So what happens in implants is, okay, implants contain progesterone alone, or they can contain progesterone along with estrogen. So they can just be progesterone, or they can be progesterone along with estrogen. Okay. And what happens is 6 matchstick sized capsules containing steroid. Steroid का मतलब क्या? या तो progesterone or progesterone with estrogen. They are inserted under the skin of the inner arm above the elbow. So as you can see, the doctor is now going to insert this in the arm. The doctor is now going to insert that 6 matchstick size capsules in the arm above the elbow. Okay? And these capsules contain steroids. These capsules contain steroid. They contain progesterone and estrogen, and they function in the same way estrogen and progesterone work in the pills. That is, they prevent that LH surge. As a result of that, ovum is not released. As a result of that, ovum is not released. Okay? And this is what it looks like once you have all these 6 implants injected. This is what it will look like in your skin. Okay? So these are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 6 implants that have been put in the arm of the female. So now what they will do is that they will slowly, gradually keep on releasing estrogen and progesterone. Why 6 only, beta? Because 6 implants, we have seen that they release the right amount of progesterone to avoid ovulation. That is why 6 only. Okay? So, what do these capsules do? These capsules slowly release the synthetic progesterone for about 5 years. So, एक बार लगाया बेटा 5 साल के लिए भूल जाओ. For 5 years, no ovulation, have as much sex as you want, no pregnancy. ठीक है? Obviously STDs हो सकते हैं, but pregnancy will not happen. ठीक है? And they act similarly to the oral contraceptive by blocking ovulation and thickening the cervical mucus to prevent sperm transport, right? So the cervical canal is blocked by the mucus so that the sperms cannot travel upwards. Okay? They are very safe, convenient and effective and long lasting. Okay? Yes, they have to be removed after 5 years, beta. You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor to get them inserted and to get them removed also. You cannot remove them on your own. Okay? Okay. Are there any side effects, beta? They again have almost no side effects like oral contraceptive pills. Okay? No, Ashwin. There is no harm in the body if ovulation is released. Okay? Okay. So the women has irregular periods or periods may be absent. Okay? So हो सकता है periods might be irregular or periods might be absent, but again no other side effect will be seen. I don't know whether some will say that this is good, yeah, menstrual cycle nahi hota, right? Because your ovulation has been blocked, so now you cannot get pregnant for the next 5 years or as long as you choose to have those implants. So once you get these implants, they will be there for 5 years, and for 5 years no ovulation will take place. That means no pregnancy can take place. Is there pain while inserting? Slight pain is there, but nothing afterwards. Okay? Why are progesterone and estrogen used for contraception? Beta, logic बहुत simple है. As long as the level of these hormones is very high, LH surge नहीं होता है, and LH surge is very important for the release of the egg. ठीक है? It can be left or right arm. Yes, beta, कहीं पे भी लगा लो. ठीक है? No, Pritesh, not necessary. You can go to a different doctor also, yeah, but go to a doctor for putting them and getting them moved. ठीक है? Is it costly? It is costlier than your contraceptive pills, but it is much more long lasting. एक बार लगा लिया फिर झंझट ही नहीं है कोई. ठीक है? Why are they inserted in the arm? Why not in legs? I don't know, yeah. To be honest, I don't know the answer to that question. So till 5 years you can have unprotected sex. Yes, beta, that is true. But STDs हो सकते हैं. Is menstrual cycle affected? Yes, beta. Your menstrual cycle may be irregular or they may be stopped. Does it cause an infection in the body? No. How will the doctor remove them? Beta, the doctor has a special device to remove them. Okay. Sakshi, the periods may be irregular or you might not experience periods at all. If the female is ready within the 5 years to be mother, then she can remove them. Yes, Chetan, they can be removed. Okay. Does the doctor cut open the arm? No, beta. The doctor does not cut open the arm. They have a slight instrument with which they just pull it out. Okay. They just pull it out. Imagine taking a कांटा को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? Prick. Imagine taking a prick out of your hand. That is what it feels like. ठीक है? चलो आगे बढ़े. Okay, चलो let's move forward then. Okay. No, Dhanush, it only stops as long as it is there. ठीक है? What does it start affecting after insertion? बेटा progesterone, ovulation नहीं होता ना? Ovulation नहीं होता. Do they leave a permanent mark on the arm? No, not that I know, not that I am aware of. ठीक है? चलो आगे बढ़े. Chalo. So now let's talk about your last chemical method. The last chemical method is your injection. Does it cause any irritation? No, beta. So in what happens in hormone injection? Hormone injection contains either progesterone alone or progesterone along with estrogen. Same as contraceptives, pills or as your implants. बस एक ही difference है. यहाँ पे तुम क्या कर रहे हो? तुम injection ले रहे हो. ठीक है? So injection is given once every 3 months. Okay, so injection is given once every 3 months and it releases hormones that slowly prevents ovulation. Okay, that releases the hormone slowly and prevents ovulation. Okay, so injection में क्या होता है बेटा? You take a cocktail of just progesterone or progesterone with estrogen. You inject it in the arm and then these hormones will slowly circulate in your body for the next 3 months and no ovulation can take place. Okay? So अगर तुम्हें implant से डर लगता है, you can just take an injection also. Okay? So Shri Gauri is asking, if we remove these within 5 years of insertion, what will happen? Beta, then you are ready to become pregnant again. Okay? Naren, I'll be answering that question when I'll be talking about STDs. Is this effective? Yes beta, it is effective, but इसका duration कम है. Implants का 5 years है, injections का only 3 months है. Then every 3 months you have to go to the doctor to get an injection. ठीक है Pritish, it will come out beta, it will always come out. ठीक है Okay, so are the chemical methods clear to everybody beta? Just let me know in the chat. Are the chemical methods clear to everybody? Are the chemical method clear to everybody beta? ठीक है chemical method is clear to everybody. आगे बढ़े फिर चलो. Now let's talk about the last method, that is your surgical method. Now let's talk about the अथर्व यार injection में थोड़ा बहुत पेन तो होता ही है ना. Okay, so let's talk about the surgical method. Okay, so what are surgical method? What do? They block gamete transport and hence prevent fertilization. They block gamete transport and hence prevent fertilization. ठीक है या तो sperm penis तक नहीं पहुंच पाएगा or your egg might not be able to reach the fallopian tube properly. Okay, so as a result of that, fertilization will not happen. Surgical methods are also known as sterilization. Surgical method are also known as sterilization. Surgical method are also known as sterilization. Surgical method are also known as sterilization. Okay, okay. And this procedure in male is called vasectomy, and in the female it is called tubectomy. Confuse mat karna beta. Vasectomy comes from vas deferens. So that is why in males it is known as vasectomy. In females it is known as tubectomy because tubectomy comes from fallopian tubes. Okay, this is something जो तुमने 10th standard में ही पढ़ा था. So surgical method is also known as sterilization. Males में vasectomy बोल दिया, females में tubectomy बोल दिया. So how exactly does it take place? This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, so here the scrotum of the man, a small pierce has been made, and then the vas deferens has been pulled out. And then the vas deferens will be sealed. And then the vas deferens will be sealed. So this cut has been made in the scrotum of the male. Okay. So in vasectomy, a small part of the vas deferens is removed or tied up through a small cut on the scrotum. So on the scrotum, what happens is a small cut has been made, or the scrotum is tied, and then the vas deferens is pulled out, and then the vas deferens is cut, or it is tied up, so that the sperms cannot be transferred from the epididymis to the penis. Okay, epididymis to the penis. Okay, so so people are asking what will happen to the sperms. So beta, the sperms will then get degraded in your testis itself. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है. Is this a permanent method beta? It is reversible, but reversibility is poor. So this is what happens in vasectomy. You take the vas deferens out of the scrotum, you make a small cut or you tie it. As a result of that, sperms will not be able to reach the penis. So sperms will keep on getting degraded in the testis itself. Okay. So beta, when you will ejaculate, some fluid will come out, but it will not contain any sperms. What is this picture showing? So beta, this is the scrotum. And this white that you see, that is your vas deferens beta. Okay. Okay. No, Gavin, no. Okay. Okay. Chalo. Aage badhe. So this is your vasectomy. Now, what does a tubectomy look like, beta? Okay. Yes. Yes, so that it can be, but chances reversibility is poor, beta. Okay. So in tubectomy, what they do is a small part of the fallopian tube is removed or tied up through a small incision in the abdomen or through vagina. So what they do is okay. No, Vedant, sperm production does not stop, beta. Sperm production does not stop. Okay, where does it go after degenerate, beta? It gets destroyed. What happens to the cells that gets destroyed? Okay, their materials are taken up by the other cells for their nourishment. Okay. Okay. Yes, Ishanvi, you have to block off both the vas deferens. एक vas deferens block करने से काम नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है? Okay. So what happens in tubectomy? In tubectomy, you can either make a small incision in the abdomen as it is being done here, or you can do it through the vagina also. Yes, beta, local anesthesia is provided. Okay. Okay. Now, what happens is, as you can see in the female, a small incision is made, and then with the help of the machine, here what they have done is they have tied up the fallopian tube. As a result of that, what happens is the egg that is released, it gets destroyed, in this region. It gets destroyed in this region. So there is no chance of fertilization. There is no chance of fertilization. There is no chance of fertilization. Okay, there is no chance of fertilization. 1 second. Yeah. So in tubectomy, what do you do is that you either make a small cut in the abdomen and then you tie up the fallopian tube, or you can go to the vagina also to tie up the fallopian tube. Is the patient abnormal? Beta, abnormal. If you're asking, is the patient unconscious during the operation? Yes, beta, obviously the patient is. Okay. Does it affect menstruation? No, Sanjana, it does not. Regular menstrual cycle will be observed. Okay. Now, these techniques are highly effective, but their reversibility is very poor. Okay. But their reversibility is very poor. So, beta, Atar, when they're doing the operation, they give you anesthesia, so you do not feel any pain. Okay, so that means, yes, Gagan, you're correct. You can have unprotected sex with your wife till the end of her reproductive stage. It cannot be reversed. It can be beta, but it is very difficult and surety नहीं है कि 100% वैसा ही होगा. So once, let's say, अगर तुमने सोच रखा है कि 2 ही बच्चे चाहिए, so once you have 2 kids, you can opt for this. Then you never need to use condoms with your wife. खत्म, right? ठीक है? Clear? So this is your no beta, Vinay, surgical method does not protect against STDs. Okay, then how progesterone will reach uterus from corpus luteum? Beta, progesterone beta blood vessel में जाता है. तुम blood vessel को नहीं cut कर रहे हो. You are cutting the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube does not transport progesterone beta. ठीक है? Okay. So now that was your surgical method. And with that I end the class. ठीक है? Okay. Yes, you can say that progesterone is against ovulation. So एक और ad देखना बेटा. Okay, you guys want to watch one more ad? चलो ठीक है. I'll show you guys one more ad. Okay, and let me just get out of this. Let me just load the ad. Then you guys can see the ad. 1 second. Okay. ठीक है. Just hang on there. I'll show you guys the ad. Can we remove uterus? Beta, uterus can be removed. But that is only done if there is some problem with the uterus. Just give me a minute, beta. I'll just load up the ad and then you guys can watch it. 1 second. Where is the ad? मिल गया. ठीक है, I got the ad. Okay. ठीक है. So this ad is about vasectomy. ठीक है. Okay. जल्दी से ad देख लेते हैं. Then you guys can run off. ठीक है. 1 second. No, Pritish, I'm not showing how they cut it, beta. It's an ad by Indian government to promote vasectomy. I'm not showing how they cut it, man. Okay, is 1 testis enough for sperm production? Yeah, I would say that. Okay, but I'm not sure. I'll look into it. Okay. Okay, just let me know whether you can hear the audio or not. Can you hear the audio, beta? Audio आवाज आ रहा है? Audio आ रहा है? Can you guys hear the audio? ठीक है? Okay, full आ रहा है. ठीक है, चलो जल्दी से देख लो बेटा audio. So this story is of Munna. ठीक है? So Munna का story है. देखो बेटा. Okay, how Munna went for vasectomy. Okay, how Munna went for vasectomy. चलो.
ये कहानी है मुन्ना की, जिसके नाम में तो था ना, पर सुना है उसने हमेशा हाँ। जैसे जैसे हुआ मुन्ना गबरू जवान, ना नहीं सुना उसकी बन गई पहचान।
भैया सेल लाइन्स चलोगे?
मैं तो चौक जा रहा हूँ, चलोगे? ओके।
पर एक दिन वक्त ने सुना दिया उसे,
2 बच्चे हो गए अब ना।
पर मुन्ना को आया नहीं ये रास, और ढूंढने पर भी नहीं मिला उसे बीवी को मनाने का राज।
दोस्त ने कहा मैं समझता हूँ तेरा हाल,
और ले गया उसे अगले दिन अस्पताल।
डॉक्टर साहब मुझे रोज रोज का झंझट नहीं चाहिए।
क्या आपका परिवार पूरा है?
हाँ।
फिर तो आपके लिए बिना चीरे और बिना टांके वाली नई और आसान पुरुष नसबंदी ठीक है। बस 5 मिनट का काम।
कोई कमजोरी नहीं होती भाई।
अरे वाह रे वाह, अब घर में कोई नहीं कहता उसको ना।
मुन्ना। हाँ।
एक छोटा सा फैसला दे खुशियां हजार।
Okay, so that was an add-on. Yeah, that was an add-on. Munna. ठीक है? Okay, so just remember that. Okay, Okay. I don't know what to say for that. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so that was an add-on. vasectomy. Okay, no, Basu, it is not. Okay, so sahi waqt pe you can go for vasectomy. Sahi waqt pe you can go for vasectomy. Okay, only one of you need to go for vasectomy or tubectomy. वो दोनों को करने का जरूरत नहीं, दोनों में से कोई भी एक करवा सकता है. ठीक है? So these were the ads that were there for the that are there for people to educate the people by government of India. Right, chalo. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll bring more ads. Okay, do not worry, there are more ads, beta. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. So please take care, everybody, beta. So thank you very much for your patience. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys like today's class. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's class, and more importantly, I hope that you guys understood in today's class. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care, beta. Bye bye.